Hey, happy Saturday, everyone. It is hot. It is sweaty for both of us where we are today. Dash, you a nice sweaty mess tonight, or how you doing?
I mean, I could do it in a seductive voice, or I can't, because right now I am dripping, as they say.
Yeah, she's a little warm today, but that's all right. The heat's up. We're going to get fired up here for the match tomorrow against Salernitana. You hyped for this one, coming off PSG going into Benfica?
The thing is like I'm not too upset, not too excited. I mean, for me, it's one of those like we need to go in the office, bring in our nice suitcase, have a nice cappuccino in our right hand, suitcase in the left hand. Come in with your right foot forward, get out of the car, walk out of the parking lot, and don't smash your face into the door on the way in. It's gonna be one of those. The reason why I'm doing that, don't smash your face on the way in, because today, if we could epitomize any of the games that happened today in the Serie A, is literally the example of getting everything ready and then at the last minute you slam your face in the door, because that's what happened pretty much almost all the games besides the current Milan game. But even then, that game's kind of a mess. So just giving you guys a quick recap. Napoli won today at the 89th minute, goal by Giacomo Raspadori. So again, last minute winner there. Same thing with Inter Milan, 89th minute, goal by Brozovic. And right now it is 2-1 for Milan against Sampdoria, but Milan is down to 10 men, but Samp looks like they're about to equalize any minute now. So today, if I could literally describe anything, shambles.
Shambles, absolute shambles. I got two stories out of what you were saying there because you said cappuccino. As soon as you said cappuccino, I like to make myself one of those on the weekend, and I nailed the rosette today. It was beautiful. I loved it. I suck at making cappuccino or lattes, I guess, with the art. I don't have the fancy places to go where I can just buy one for $7, so I try to do it myself, and man, do I suck. But today, I was on. These are good omens. But you also mentioned smashing your face in the door. So yesterday morning, it's like 5 in the morning. I get up super early, as I've kind of alluded to before. First thing I got to do is let those dogs outside because they're just bursting. I don't know how small this guy's bladder is, my black dog there, but it is tiny. He's got to go every morning. So, I mean, he gets out, no problem. But the next order of business is to feed the guy, and labs love to eat. This guy,
Oh, yeah.
I opened the door a crack. It's a glass sliding door. Bam, right into it. First thing in the morning, shakes the house. But he was a little rattled. We got him his food. I think he's recovered. So, I mean, if those are any omens for tomorrow, I don't know what they are. They're on opposite ends of the spectrum. So, I don't know. This is
Yeah, it's
burn
one
the
of those things.
incense.
Yeah, burn the incense, grab the tiger's eye, maybe do the espresso, the good luck espresso or good luck sushi or something like that. But I'd rather get them today instead of tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Let's get the jitters out of our system. Hopefully tomorrow, 2:45 tomorrow. For us, it's the later match. It's the primetime match.
Yeah.
That's I don't know. For me, I like the super early or the super late. Do you have a preference?
You see, so for me, I'm kind of like I'm okay with the 9 a.m., but like at the same time, the 9 a.m. game is like a double-edged sword for me.
Yeah.
And I mean 9 a.m. in Eastern time, our time zone, not Italy time zone. Because it's like, if we get a good one, I'm chilling. I'm cruising throughout the day. We pull a Fiorentina, I'm just going to be annoyed for the rest of the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, I
So,
suppose
like,
that's true, isn't it?
yeah. The thing is like, I do appreciate the 2:45 games, but the one thing I'm a little bit surprised is usually, so 2:45 our time is a prime time game. Us
Yeah.
against Salernitana, I mean,
Yeah, that is a little odd, eh? That's
because
normally
the thing is they flexed Lazio and Hellas Verona. They moved them to 12 and put us in the 2:45 time slot, which I would say that would probably be a better matchup for that time slot versus us versus Salernitana, unless the league is trying to say that we suck. I'm hearing it. I see you, Serie A, coming at you guys.
yeah, maybe
But
those
hey,
guys.
late night game for the folks over there overseas. Hopefully we win so you don't go into work pissed off on Monday. So, yeah.
But Monday, we're coming back at you live for the pre-match with Adrian from Urbona TV. Don't forget that. That's super exciting. Come up quick, just a couple days away. I know a couple of you guys have expressed joy because of it. Urbona, or Adrian, I guess I should say. Yeah, he's excited for this. It's his team. Benfica's his team, so he's amped up. So we gotta bring the energy. Monday, we're bringing the energy, boys,
Oh,
and girls. I'd say
we're
everyone,
bringing the
everyone.
jokes. I've got some Porto jokes because I know how much he hates Porto. So we'll be bringing in some Porto gags and gifs just so we can
Maybe
laugh at Porto.
I should buy the cheapest bottle of port, like the $7 bottle, and just drink that and watch them cringe.
And we're like, all right, so I'm out of here, guys. See ya. No.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, shall we roll into tomorrow's match? To be perfectly honest, there's not too much news out there. Nothing that
Yeah.
hasn't been too for. Yeah, what's new on the docket the past couple days?
So let's go with it. So we had the Paredes post or the Paredes preview or his player introduction to the club. You know, you get the traditional. I've always wanted Juve in this club and blah blah blah. We want to be there and yada yada yada.
Yeah,
The one thing that I thought was interesting was that Elkin actually spoke. I believe it was yesterday or this morning.
it's this
Um,
morning. Yeah,
Yep. So he talked about the club and saying, you know, I understand where we're at. I know the one thing that I liked was how we kind of fought back against PSG in the second half, and that he did mention one thing is that he is confident that we're coming back to getting close to the top again. He might not
yeah,
say that, hey, we're there now, but he's saying that we're moving in that direction and that he trusts Allegri. Um, if it's the Premier League, that means the coach is getting fired the next morning. But no, I kid. I bet you a lot of those Allegri out guys are like, what? He said he's getting fired. No, but Elkin's giving support. I mean, and then Allegri gave us a press conference on stuff as well. Not really anything too out of the ordinary, typical coach speak. Just iterating that Di Maria isn't ready. He's still got that injury. He should be back possibly by Benfica. Again, typical Allegri fashion. I don't know who's starting. Why are you asking me?
yeah. We have no clue what's going on.
He's like, no clue whatsoever. Another thing is he's saying that with Pogba, Di Maria, and Chiesa, if they're all back together healthy, it's almost like a brand new transfer market for the club. Just because again, quality players when they come back in at full capacity.
I can't wait to see that. And
Yep.
I feel the only way I'm going to see that is when I boot up my fresh copy of FIFA 23 when it comes out and they don't put the injuries on the roster. And that's just my own fantasy world, right? Like I don't know if this will happen in reality. Obviously, we want it to, and I can't wait for it to happen. I mean, probably it will at some point, but I mean, it's exciting because it is. These are huge profiles that are just not playing. So when it happens, man, watch out.
I know. I'm telling you, January is going to be fun to watch. So the other thing he mentioned that he also covered was that Keane played badly in Florence. He did well in Paris. Okay, cool, sure, all right, dude, whatever floats your boat. But so I believe that means he's iterating that because there is a lot of projections that people are saying that Keane is going to start, which don't have an issue with that. It's Salernitana. It's not like we're playing against a world beater where we need our 100% starters and. So the other thing is he kind of iterated some stuff against Paris, just saying how the team reflected and believed that they're adapting and getting some confidence in it. Also made some comments between Vlahovic and Milik, where he mentions that Dusan prefers to attack the space more. Milik likes to connect more in the midfield. Again, something that Davide and I covered in previous lives where we talked about how they're different profile strikers with almost similar attributes, but have almost kind of like a different style of play. So you guys heard that here first. Shameless plug. And then the one thing that I do agree with Allegri here is he states that tomorrow is going to be a very, very ugly game, in which I do agree 100%.
Yeah. But did he have to tell us? Do you think he had to do it? I mean, come on, you're already setting us up.
So he's telling you guys. So anybody, if you're watching it on your couch, have some espresso or some Red Bull because you're gonna fall asleep. That's the definition of an ugly game.
Yeah.
But so because the thing is like, remember how I mentioned this right before we kicked this off, guys? I said if anything can be describing this weekend, it's absolute shambles because like Napoli and Inter Milan won some ugly games against mid to low level teams. I mean. Spezia made Napoli suffer for 89 minutes until Raspadori was able to break through. That's going to be the same thing with us. I mean, Spezia did the same with us. We just got lucky with the free kick, and then we were able to just kind of ice the game on top of that. So hopefully the thing is the strategy before I get into the formations and all that fun stuff. But, like, I think the main objective is score first, score quickly, because if you don't, that game's going to drag on. Because I'm assuming just because of the other Italian teams as well, a lot of teams rotated players. Napoli did, so did Inter. I think Milan is the only one that's fielding their main players from what I've seen.
Who
But
do they play for Champions League? I should look that up.
Milan's got an easy group out
Yeah,
of
I'm
out
gonna
of
look it up
everybody
real
there.
quick here.
I mean, Bayern broke in.
Dinamo Zagreb
Yeah,
on
so they got
Wednesday.
Dinamo Zagreb, so technically they could rotate that game.
They're
I
still. I mean, I wouldn't discount those guys.
Of course, but I think Sampdoria is a little bit harder to beat than Dinamo Zagreb.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I guess on
So
Wednesday what happens.
touche, touche. So it's going to be an ugly one. It's without a doubt. I don't want to say relegation bound squads, but like these relegation avoidant groups always try to give you an ugly game. And this year, these clubs have stepped up their game a bit because like the thing is like there's not really like you can play a lower quality team, but they're giving everybody a hard time.
Yeah.
Because like with Inter and Napoli, like I was a little bit because I was watching their games early in the morning, and I was a little bit surprised where I'm like everyone was telling us about how ugly we played, but like these guys are just like yikes. I mean, Inter struggled against Torino. I mean, again, you can make the argument, oh, Ivan Juric is a great coach and super defensive and blah 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 blah, but it's still Torino. Like, I mean, it's not like they have like world class players. And then same thing with Napoli and Spezia. Like, I mean, Spezia, people are projecting them to get relegated, but again, fought till the end. And like the stats. So here, I'll even go over the Napoli Spezia stats: 28 shots, 6 on target for Napoli, which was a lot of just spam shooting.
That is a lot of shooting.
So then look at Inter. So Inter had 16 shots and 3 on target. So these defensive teams, man, these lower tier teams or these heavily defensive teams, man, they're tough to play against. So we're gonna suffer for sure tomorrow. That's definitely a given.
You know what it is, I think, and maybe we'll be lucky because the race will already been finished by then. But it's the Italian Grand Prix. I think everyone's just distracted. I mean, Buffon was in the Ferrari pit wall this morning, so I think everyone's just watching the Grand Prix. We just got to concede. I mean, it's an F1 weekend, and that's why Juve's playing after the Grand Prix because I mean they respect us and they want to. We want to watch both tomorrow.
It's because Elkin owns Formula One. That's why he's like, you guys are gonna finish here, so you guys can go watch our team play.
Yeah, watch. We'll have like a Fiat Jeep team soon.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god, that'd be hilarious.
Black and white stripes. I love it.
But yeah, so here's how Spezia is going to line up. So I'll pull up their projected lineup before we switch over to ours, because I know you have the cutout for our projected lineup. Credit to our good uncle Beppe. But talking about Salernitana.
Okay. So I'll get that later.
Yeah, so their goalkeeper is Sepe with Braun, Danulik, Fazio, and then they have Manocci, Vienna, Magyar, Koulibaly with a C, not a K.
Yeah, the C Koulibaly.
The C Koulibaly. Kandreva, and then they have Dia and Bonazzoli. So
I love how Kandreva keeps on playing.
That guy is a unit.
He is.
That guy is just like insane. He's like Quagliarella, but he actually starts where Quagliarella doesn't start.
Quagliarella is in his 40s.
Yeah.
Let's look. Okay, keep talking. I'm gonna look.
He was the only guy that he beat Ronaldo in his first season for the top scorer Serie A. So how's it feel to get beat by an old guy, Ronaldo?
Yeah. So he's 39, Fabio.
Yeah.
And Candreva. I gotta type rates.
Breaking news: Milan
35. 35.
Okay. So
there's something about aging players. I don't know. It's a weird thing we do, I guess, eh?
Yeah. That's true. So just a news alert: Milan did hold off and beat Sampdoria 2-1. So
nine extra minutes it went.
Yep, but however, at a cost, Rafael Leao will be suspended next game because he had 2 yellows. So he will be suspended the next game that Milan plays. So that is a big loss for sure.
And Leao's kind of their world beater right now for Milan. So yeah, that's gonna hurt.
That guy is so good right now.
Yeah.
But do you have our projected lineup?
Let's throw it up. Bam.
Cool. So obviously this is going to be a 4-3-3. So we're going to have our buddy Perrine in net with Gatti and Bonucci partnering up in the middle. So they're giving Bremer a break. So you have good old Danilo and Mr. Sandro on the left and rights respectively. And then in the middle, we have... I am struggling to see that. There we go. Paredes, Locatelli, Fagioli. Fagioli starting on the left. So I'm not against this move just because of who they're playing. So kudo on that they're going to be playing Fagioli to start to get him some minutes.
Fitting too after this whole next gen announcement with Fajoli and Moretti and Sule was the other one, sorry.
Yeah.
And which I mean is also playing. So
Of course, and then Locatelli in the middle on the right, and then you have Sule on the left, Vlahovic up top, Keane on the left as in the 4-3-3. So, kind of going over this, maybe it is the next gen press conference or whatever, but Salernitana is the perfect game to try out Sule and Fagioli, in my opinion.
yeah, why not? Or are we going to get bit by the turnover bug like everyone else?
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we gotta, because we're not everybody else. We're better than everyone else. They all suck.
Yeah, we got the primetime slot after the Grand
Yeah,
Prix. This is
primetime-
going to be great.
Yeah, primetime slot after the Grand Prix. What are you talking about? Jeez, man. What do you think? Sarri's our coach or something? No. But so it's going to be interesting to see it because one, we're obviously rotating some of our good guys for Benfica, but at the same time, we get to see Gatti play again. Gatti had a very good game the first time he was out when he was partnered with Bremer, so that was a solid showing that he had there. I'm curious to see if this actually does become a thing and we see Sule. I'm very curious to see how Sule ends up playing.
Does he break out? Is this his breakout season?
That's what I'm curious. I mean, does he break out? Does he do anything? I mean, he was one of those that was touted at the press conference. And we
They
haven't
hyped
seen
him
yet.
up. Yeah, they made a real big deal for a guy that hasn't really played. And last time he played there last year, they didn't even pass him the ball.
Yeah.
So, I mean, really
like,
get the ball this time.
It was like Marley Ake where they brought him out for 45 minutes just to stand there. But,
yeah.
So that's going to be fun to watch. Fagioli, I'm going to be curious to see. I do have some reservations about Fagioli because I do think he is a little bit slow feet-wise, not mentally. So
yeah, he reminds me more like how Arthur plays, like a lot more methodical and slow. But maybe it's just he hasn't picked up that pace yet. He's still young. We'll see. I hope he picks it up.
Yeah, my only argument or counter argument to Fagioli is that I'm a little bit worried that he's not up to Serie A speed, which is why it kind of looks slow to us when we're watching him play. I mean,
he needs the experience, though.
He needs the experience again. So I'm kind of curious to see how Keane plays as well against Salernitana too. So I wonder if Keane, because we've had this discussion on a previous live where we think Keane needs to kind of have one of those play style epiphanies. So where he wants to just kind of essentially figure out what he's going to do and how he's going to do it. So 2K champion, I
good
totally
call.
agree. That's a very good call because Quadrado sucks for right now.
And do you notice? I don't know how you can see it on your screen, but he's got the Chiesa photo, but in Fiorentina colors.
Oh yeah. I'm looking at it right now. That's
it's going to Fiorentina setup. I don't know. Might be controversial. I won't say anything though. I mean, Chiesa is one of my favorite players, so
yeah,
I'll let this one slide.
He's going for the vintage. It's the vintage
look. Yeah.
So the thing is so we talked with Farhad on the PSG post game show about 3-man defenses, and this isn't a bad move by Allegri if this is what actually is going to happen, because the way you beat a 3-man defense is you come at it with speed. And Keane and Sule are not slow. They are quite fast. So coming at them with speed, and then you also have Vlahovic that likes to play in space. I think it's good. I think Vlahovic probably plays like maybe 60, 65 minutes.
Yeah, they're going to have to sub him off, and then
we're going to see the Milik man come in. So we'll see if he delivers as well. So
I mean, he's got a good start. I'm actually exciting. He almost got a goal in Paris as well. I mean, he could have arguably he could have done better. It is what it is. Yeah. You're cut up over it. It sounds.
I was, because it was just like I was watching that game and I saw him and I'm gonna be there. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna come into the podcast. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna be like, damn man, Milik man again with the third one, and then Donnarumma's fingers get it, and I'm just like.
Yeah.
Oh, Donnarumma, you break my heart every time I need you not to.
He is a heartbreaker too. You can see it in his eyes.
Yeah. I mean, he broke my heart when he fumbled the game against North Macedonia, and then he made ridiculous, turned into Thibaut Courtois against us when we played PSG.
Yeah. And I'm going to have to, I've been corrected. The correct pronunciation is Macedonia. I know we like to North America say Macedonia.
Really?
But yeah, I'll just set the record straight, because I do have a buddy from there, and I asked him explicitly, how do you pronounce your country? And he said Macedonia.
That's interesting, because so I'm Albanian, so we're right next to him, and when we pronounce it, it's Macedonia. So
yeah, it's still a harder C though.
Yeah, it is a harder C, but we're Yanks, So
Yeah.
we don't really know how to pronounce anything.
But I know. Okay. Here's our language police segment. Moving on. Oh man. So yeah, we're talking about the front line with the Milkman. But what I'm actually excited to see, Keane having a little more space, perhaps against a lower profile team. I hope he really opens up because I mean he needs it. He needs that confidence boost. He needs to catch his stride. So tomorrow is gonna be the day. I'm telling you. I'm calling it. Money's down. Bam.
I don't disagree with you. What was it last year? He scored against one of these teams. I mean,
Yeah.
he'll score against Spezia and these lower end teams. But the thing is with Keane is like Keane has to do it because it's not even just for us winning and picking up points. He needs to do it for his career, man. Because if he sputters and does nothing,
Yeah.
like even after I don't even know, like would he even hit the targets for that obligation to buy? But like, dude's gonna be out of a job, like literally. He's
Yeah,
gonna be
he
on.
might be.
He'll join Cabby and become an influencer on social media or something.
Oh man.
But
I can
like,
see somebody like Newcastle maybe picking him up.
yeah, but
One
he's
of those
not.
teams with a bunch of money.
Yeah, but like,
Or
wh-
Monza.
like why though? Because he doesn't perform. Like,
I think he can at a certain level though. That's the thing, like he's
yeah,
proven that he can do it.
maybe in the second division.
But he did it at Paris. He just doesn't do it so much here. He did at one point. Everton was
did, but
trash, but I mean, he can do it. So perhaps maybe somewhere where there isn't as immense pressure, or maybe even if he's the main man as like the number one striker for a lower profile team, that might work.
The only time I would see Keane actually being successful is if he played for like maybe a Sampdoria or like a Cremonese or something like that. But like even remember that one player, Kite Balde, the one that we wanted to sign, but he went to Inter, and like he was being touted as a good forward, and then he just absolutely
what
flopped.
happened to the good call? Like
Yeah,
where did that guy go? Let's look him up.
Yeah, so like I thought he played at one of the, I think it was like Spezia or something last year. Because everybody was trying to make that argument. Oh, if he goes to
Spartak Moscow.
oh wow, he went all the way out there.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, he's Spanish. Okay, I didn't think he was Spanish, but okay, because he's Senegalese.
Yeah, he's like Senegalese and a bunch of other things. He's like a blend of stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, so like with Keane, I don't know, because like if he doesn't get it, he's essentially gonna go to Spartak Moscow or a Dinamo Zagreb or something like that. Like I don't even think he'll be able to stay in Italy, because dude, the way that he dropped off is just alarming, and you can't even make the argument that you're playing him out of position. Like I think, to be honest with you, I think he's probably going to be another Bernadeschi where he goes like somewhere to the MLS or a different league.
Oh yeah, come to Toronto. We need Toronto needs a new number 9.
So yeah,
I'll take him.
TFC, you heard it here first. Buy Moise Keane next winter.
Well, they were gonna get Bellotti. They talked about it because they already had Insigne and Bernadeschi. It's like, why not throw in Bellotti and just have the Italian trident? But
did they say why Bellotti rejected it and went to Roma? Was it because he wanted to stay? I think he wanted to stay in Italy or something.
Probably.
Like
Yeah, he seems like that kind of player. And I mean, I don't really blame him, but the thing is when you come to a team like Toronto in the MLS, and actually Adrian made a tweet there, Rabona, who I guess you'll hear firsthand on Monday, but when Montreal last weekend beat them 3-2, and again, it was Insigne and Bernadeschi that scores like every other game, his comment was, Montreal, a team, Toronto, 2 Italians. To be fair, there's a third one, Crescito, so I mean, let's not discount him. But I mean, there's some truth in that. But as an Italian in Canada from Toronto, I love it.
I love the memes. I love the Bernadeschi memes.
Oh my god, he's so happy. He's so excited.
Like,
go TFC.
He's like, come on.
Yeah, come on TFC.
Well done. Come on TFC. One for all. Like he has that really like. Because I'm not an expert on like dialects and regional accents from Italy, but like he's just got like that really high pitched voice.
Yeah, it is a little high.
So it's almost like Luigi, like from Mario Bros. Because he has he has that really high pitched squeaky voice, and so it's interesting because he's like, well done, and it's like it gets me every time because I'm like sitting there, I'm laughing, but like there's this one clip on Bernadeschi's Instagram. It's he's learning English, and it's like he
Yeah.
has 3 words. He says, "Come on, well done, and let's go TFC."
Is that the one with
He's
the
like,
chalkboard? He's
"Yeah,
like
it's
in
the
a
one with the
classroom.
chalkboard."
Yeah.
Yep.
Learning English with
Yep.
Federico Bernardeschi.
Yeah. So like,
Yeah, he's a funny guy, actually.
yeah, the thing is, again, he didn't do well for us, but at the same time, like, I'm happy that he picked
He's
up his career
killing it.
somewhere
He's
else,
killing
man.
it right
Like,
now, man.
I mean, bring the memes. We might even just do a Bernadeschi meme show at this point.
Well, actually, what I am trying to work on, it depends if the other guys are kind of down, if they have the time. But Toronto Till I Die is a TFC podcast, and at the end of the season, I'm going to try to get them on just to talk Bernadeschi from a purely like MLS perspective, and then give our 5 years as a Juventini kind of perspective. So, I mean, hopefully they agree to that. I'm still working. I'm also working on one of the guys from LAFC to talk Chiellini. So down the road, hopefully that all lines up and we can give you that, because I would love to do that personally. So, and I'm also going to throw it out there. I'm excited. I got tickets September 30th, TFC versus Miami. So
you get to see Bernadeschi versus Higuain.
I do, and it's actually for at that point might be the last playoff spot. So ever since the Italian showed up.
Yeah,
I mean, Bernadeschi, we hated him so much, but he is propelling this team into stardom. So
yeah, so like, if he scores, like, are you gonna try to get a picture with him or a video with him, just doing the come on?
if I see him, yeah, I'll definitely try to.
You gotta just be like,
yeah.
I'm a YouTube podcaster. I need you to say the lines.
Well, apparently one of the podcasters that does the show, apparently they live in the same neighborhood, and he saw it and he was like, "Is that him?" So he just like screamed out, "Come on, TFC!" And apparently he turned around and was like, "Come on, TFC!" And he continued walking down the street. Yeah. So,
that's so funny.
yeah. I mean, good guy, but I guess we should get a little bit on topic, should we not? We're just talking about
oh my gosh, it's like people are, why are these guys talking about Bernadeschi when it's Salernitana? No, but like, Massimo's comment with Keane, yeah, he has to figure it out. I'm telling you guys, like, I think Keane needs to have one of those epiphany moments, because it's like everyone talks about, and I've seen him, dude's like jacked to all heck. I mean, he's super strong. Like, you see him boss Vlahovic off the ball, knock him off of it, all that kind of stuff in training, and he never clicks in. Because like the thing is like every time you see Keane step in when he's getting subbed in, like you look at his eyes, he looks glossed over. Like he's like
maybe he's got some reefer madness going on there.
That's so funny. but think about it though, because it's like he's got to sort that out, man. You're a pro. Yeah. You're getting paid for this, dude. You can't just be sitting there and just like having mentality issues with it. It's like you got to get that over. You gotta get through it. So I mean, Keane will play. I hope he plays well, because Keane needs to build those performances. We need to see 2019 Keane again, where he just comes in, scores a goal, and that's it.
Yeah, super sub it, man.
Yeah, because if we could get production out of Keane as a super sub, that'll put us in a really good position.
Would love to see it. I mean, last year I kind of died on a hill supporting Keane, so I wouldn't mind a little bit of reciprocation on his end. Show me a little bit of support. I don't know. I'm rooting for you, man. Like
he's like, no, Davide, it's only a one-way relationship. Buy my jersey. That's all you get.
No, I have to save up for that TFC Bernadeschi jersey. I'm sorry.
That's fair.
Yeah. Plus another, and I've said it, I'm cheap. I wait till they discount this season's jersey at the end of the season, just before they release the new one. I go get this season's. So
yeah, that's the most interesting thing is like football jerseys, your jerseys every season, like almost $200 a pop for the authentic one, where it's like you look at American sports, they don't change jerseys for like 10 years. So like you buy one jersey, it lasts forever. That was the one thing that always drives me insane is like, how are you charging consumers like $200?
Because we keep on buying them.
No,
that's why.
Like people stop buying jerseys. Like seriously, like stop buying Keane jerseys or Ramsey jerseys or just like some random players that nobody cares about. Like just stop doing it.
Yeah.
Like if someone told me, Dash, I'm gonna go buy a Perrine jersey, I'd just look at you and be like, why? Like why?
Yeah,
like I get it if you buy a Vlahovic jersey or a Locatelli jersey. No one likes Bonucci, so no one's gonna buy a Bonucci jersey. I'm just kidding.
They do, but yeah.
But yeah, it's always, I always found that just super interesting, to be honest with you. But
well, here's just a quick little shout out. I get my jerseys from the Toronto Italians, Italians. So if you're in Toronto or just Canada in general, they just have all the Serie A teams essentially, and they just clear out at the end of the season. And I think $90 I pay for the jersey with the name on it, Canadian. So I mean, check them out. And another little tidbit: the Toronto Italians, Diego Maradona played with them, I think, in '91 because his brother played there, so he showed up for a match. So
Was he sober?
it didn't matter. He was the best guy on the field. It was '91, so I don't know if he had cleaned up at that point. It wasn't the '80s, so it may not have been cocaine at that point. I don't know.
That's the crazy thing about him, man. Like, he was the only guy that could be like either high out of his mind or wasted and still absolutely smash everyone. Like, that guy is like, if anyone watches Naruto, but like Rock Lee when he was wasted again when he fought Gaara, or no, he used the drunken fist technique. It
I
wasn't
have no
against
idea
Gaara.
what you're talking. Is this anime?
Anime. It's
Okay, sorry.
anime tidbit. So shout out to the Naruto folks watching. But yeah, like, Diego Maradona is like, the way of the drunken fist almost, where you're just completely buzzed will still absolutely destroy you. So
This anime stuff just blows my mind. It's way too intense for me.
it is. It's really intense.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Like it is just so intense. It's a cartoon, but like,
Oh yeah,
it eats you,
especially-
man.
I was gonna say, especially if you watch it like straight from Japan with the subtitles, dude. The amount of yelling. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
My buddy tried to get me into Attack on Titan. And I watched the first season, and I was stressed out.
Oh, you got to be careful, man. 'Cause that show is a hot button. Like, the algorithm picks it up and sends their video to like a bunch of Attack on Titan fans, and they're like, "What is he saying?" What is he saying?"
Oh, it's one of those, is it?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
sorry. I'll
like-
stop. Let's didn't say anything.
It's like a super Well, it's not because like there's anything controversial in it. It's just like the thing about it is like there's people that love it and there's people that hate it. Nothing in the middle.
Mm.
So like it's just gonna be a big anime war if that ever
All right.
stumbled upon it.
Yeah, as you can tell, guys, it's not a super heavy day. We're just kind of rolling with whatever. But yeah, if you have any questions or there's something you want us to talk about, it's just it's one of those days. And I mean, we're not gonna beat Dash is gonna beat the horse. I'll try not to beat the horse, but Dash loves beating horses. It's his thing.
Not with my hands. That just sounds weird.
What do you beat it with?
That's true.
Well, what are you using? You using a bat, golf club? I mean, what do you got?
Shit, I didn't get that far.
You just get like a rifle, an empty rifle, and butt stroke it? What are we doing?
Well, I mean, yeah. Yeehaw.
Oh man. But yeah, that being said, I don't know. What do you got? Anything else? We don't have to. We don't have to drive
There's
this.
not, because the thing is, there's not really anything there, because it's just like, guys, this is one of those games that we go in the office, we do what we need to do, we get it done. I mean, we need to play what we got to play. We got to play to win. Because I'll do my little soliloquy about this, but like,
There we
trying to
go.
trying to keep a straight face. All right, cool. We got 5 minutes. Let's go. No, but like the thing is like, guys, we need to go in. We need to win. I don't really care about playing beautiful. I don't care about winning ugly. I just need the 3 points right now. The name of the game of the team right now for us that we need to do is we need to keep pace until January. If we're within striking distance for the title, we can win the title. That's all we need to do. I don't really care about going off from September to December, winning 10, 15 games in a row and being winter champions and all that baloney. Like, it means jack crap to me at this point. Because, like, Napoli won their first 12 games and finished third place last year. Like, no one cares what you do at the beginning of the season. The thing is the only time when you really want to make a consistent run is the end of January to the end of March. If you are to the middle of April, I should probably estimate that to the middle of April. So the end of January, middle of April.
Yeah.
You make a run there, then
now we're talking.
That's my expectations. I expect us to make a run from the. I'll even go. I'm gonna do this. We'll refer to this back next 6 months from now. I say the second week of January we start the run. We go from the second week of January all the way until early April, mid-April.
Calling it. Let's do it.
9 to 10 games. We go a run there.
10-game winning streak. I can see it. We've done it.
We're gonna be having the champagne and all the fun stuff. We'll win the league.
Baby.
That is my expectation. If Allegri does not go on that run, he is dead to me.
Well, I mean, he might
Theoretically.
be dead to all of us, depending on how that turns out. But
and then we're gonna get Thomas Tuchel as a new coach, which is literally
please
the
no.
same,
Stop
which is
talking.
literally the same exact person.
okay, we're gonna rolling credits. No, no. For me, honestly, if Ferrari pull a 1-2 on their 75th anniversary celebration tomorrow, and they pull off a race and beat that Flying Dutchman, Max Verstappen. Obviously, I'm a huge F1 fan too. I I mean, Allegri can pull out a crap game as long as he wins. But if Ferrari decides to forget to put a fourth tire on like they did last week, then, I mean, Allegri better pick it up for me, because I don't need to watch 2 embarrassments from an Italian team in one day. Yeah. So that's my take on it. Anyways, it's a sports day. Love it. Sunday, it's going to be raining tomorrow. After all this heat, I'll just chill out inside. I'll have maybe some leftover pizza from the wood-fired oven I'm about to start up after this. And we'll just have a good Sunday. Sunday of sports. Love it.
Absolutely.
Oh, baby. In that case, shall we sign off and just call it an early one? Get back to you guys on Monday.
I say this, so we'll hit the music. I'll do the outro, and I'll say, hey, everybody, make sure you just this is a short live. Just hit us a quick like, subscribe, share the video, share the channel to your friends. Also, guys, again, reminder, Rabona TV is going to be joining in on the channel, so we're going to be having some fun with Rabona on Monday, where we'll be talking Benfica, Juventus, and some other fun stuff. Also, to the Thomas Tuchel fans of the Juventini that want Tuchel instead of Allegri, Rabona released a video about Thomas Tuchel and why he isn't really that good of a coach and why we shouldn't actually get him. If you guys are fed up with Allegri, you don't want to get Thomas Tuchel because it's almost the same thing.
Pretty much.
Yeah. On that note, go check out that video at Rabona TV.
Oh my God, why are we so creepy?
I don't know. We're so weird. Thanks, everybody. Have a good weekend. We'll see you Monday.
Absolutely. I might even drop something a little special tomorrow. We'll see how we're feeling. Oh, baby. And look out for more of our shorts. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. This was not quite as long, but hopefully, hopefully we didn't miss anything and we get surprised tomorrow at the game. We're going to win this one, right? Ferrari, Juventus, love it all. And TFC. All right. I'm going to get so many dislikes. Yeah, come on. So many dislikes after this one, guys. Thanks again, and we'll catch you in a couple days. Peace out.